What's up everybody, Jaspreet Singh here, and yesterday the stock market has officially now entered bear market, aka crash territory. At one point we saw the Dow Jones fall by more than 1,000 points. Crypto fell by between 20 to 35% yesterday. We saw major crypto exchanges like Celsius and Binance freeze withdrawals. We saw companies like Revlon come out and announce that they will be entering Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Revlon, the makeup company, so they will be going into bankruptcy. And we saw some more companies like Sonder announce that they're going to be having layoffs. So that obviously hit the markets hard. And now with the new worries about inflation, because last week's inflation report came back worse than expected, now all eyes are on the Federal Reserve Bank, because later this week, the Federal Reserve Bank is going to have a meeting about what they want to do to fight inflation. And if the Fed now gets even more aggressive to fight inflation, meaning that they're going to do more quantitative tightening, meaning they're going to be pulling cash out of the economy even more aggressively, that is going to hurt stocks, that's going to hurt speculative investments, that's going to hurt cryptocurrency. So this is what all investors have their eyes on. What I want to do today is I want to start by talking about what's happening in the crypto market, and then the stock market, and then the things that you need to be aware of. Because in the crypto market, the biggest point that I want to talk about has to do with the exchange Celsius. Now, if you watched my video on Saturday, where I talked about the new inflation report, I talked about this very thing. And, I said that I am very worried about crypto exchanges, and I'm more worried about crypto exchanges than I am crypto brokerages, because crypto exchanges are these tech companies that many of them were victims of this tech bubble boom in 2020 and 2021. So they started raising money and growing at these insane rates. And now they're realizing that they grew too big, too fast, and they're having to downsize, meaning many of them are starting to run out of money, and they're having to lower their valuations just to find money from somewhere. And now as interest rates go up, it's becoming harder and harder for these brokerages and exchanges to find money. And if one of these exchanges cannot find more money, either it's going to go bankrupt, which means that your crypto on that exchange will be wiped out and you will not be able to get it back again, because these exchanges are not banks. They're not FDIC insured. And if that doesn't happen and they get acquired, then maybe you'll be able to get your money back. However, you don't want to be taking that risk. So what I said on Saturday was, if you have any crypto or any money on any of these exchanges, any of these platforms, take your crypto out, because you don't own it there. Take your crypto out, put it on your own wallet. Put it in a cold wallet, which is a USB drive, or put it in a hot wallet. So I said that on Saturday. And then on Sunday, Celsius, which is a platform that allows people to earn interest on their crypto, announced that they are going to pause all withdrawals off their platform. Binance did the same thing, but they only did that for a few hours. Celsius, even at the time I'm recording this video, did not open it back up. So Celsius went through this weird thing where over the last month or so, there's been rumors of liquidity issues, meaning there's been rumors of the exchange running out of money. That's when the CEO came out on Twitter saying, no, these are all false rumors, we're not worried about it. And then there was worries that Celsius was very exposed to the UST crash, because there was a Terra Luna coin which essentially went bust, and people had lost tons of money, and Celsius was kind of a piece of that. They had a piece of that. And so people were worried about, what is that going to do to the exchange? And then the CEO came out again. Let me read you the tweet. He said that we've stated several times publicly that we had minimal exposure to Luna and UST, and people are just trying to sell you different exchanges by spreading rumors about Celsius. So that's what he said. And then after all that happened, just over the last 48 hours, the app Celsius put on their website that due to extreme market conditions today, we're announcing that Celsius is pausing all withdrawals, swaps, and transfers between accounts. So what does that mean? This is what they're saying. They're trying to protect you, the investor, by not pulling your money out of the crypto market. And some people are relating this to what happened with Robinhood and GameStop, where when the short squeeze happened, people wanted to buy or sell GameStop, but weren't able to do it because Robinhood stopped it. That's very different than what's happening now, because Robinhood is a registered stock market exchange, and stock market exchanges are required to have certain levels of insurance. So if Robinhood were to go under and you own stocks on Robinhood, well, you would still get your money back. But you don't have that with crypto brokerages. You don't have that with crypto exchanges. That's why I kept saying that you don't want to keep any money on a crypto exchange, because you could see essentially a run on the banks, not an actual bank because they're not banks, but you could see a run on the exchanges causing crypto to crash, causing more panic. That's why you don't want to keep any of your crypto in these exchanges. And if and when that happens, that can create an opportunity to buy. Now, I didn't expect that to happen just 24 to 48 hours after my video came out on Saturday. However, this is something that you want to be aware of because this is not done yet. So all this was going on with Celsius. Now, we don't know for sure what the deal is. Are they really having liquidity issues? Are they having issues with the infrastructure? None of this has been disclosed. However, the one thing that we do know from kind of some inside information is just before Celsius announced this withdrawal freeze, about just over $300 million worth of crypto was taken off of the Celsius network from insiders and moved to FTX, which is a different exchange. So looks like some people that knew this was going to happen took action, moved their money out of Celsius. These are insiders at Celsius, and then they paused and blocked all withdrawals. Now, FTX US is another exchange. They are a sponsor of Minority Mindset. I've talked about them before. And so they were moving their money over there as a way to protect their crypto. Now, let me just talk about FTX US real quick because they are a sponsor of ours. The reason why I originally liked FTX US was because it was super simple to use. Like if you wanted to buy Bitcoin, you just have to go onto the app, enter which crypto you wanted to buy, and then you could pick the frequency. You could dollar cost average it very easily. So if you wanted to buy it once, you could do it, or if you wanted to buy it every day, you could do it. Because I buy some cryptos every day. I buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a couple of the other coins every day. I don't really care what happens in the markets or up or down. When the markets are down, it's just an opportunity for me to buy more because I believe in the long-term value of these things. Now, again, is it speculative? Yes. But I believe in that long-term value, so I'm willing to take a risk on that, and it's a smaller piece of my investment portfolio. And then second, I liked it because their fees on FTX US are so much smaller than pretty much every other major brokerage out there, so you can have more of your money going to your investment platform instead of theirs. Now, things are a little bit different because as we're going through this change in the economy and markets, and we're starting to see major platforms from Celsius to Gemini do layoffs, FTX US did come out. This is just over a week ago, and they said that one, not only are they not doing a hiring freeze, but they're not laying people off. So this is as of the time I'm recording this video. Could this change? Absolutely, which is why you don't want to keep your money in any exchange. But this is why now I still like FTX US, is because it seems, from my understanding, that they are still doing okay on the liquidity side, and even the people at Celsius were moving their money over to FTX US. Now, right now, you can trade crypto NFTs, and pretty soon you'll also be able to trade stocks on their platform. So if you want to try it out, I'll put the link, my affiliate link, my sponsor link down in the description below. And then if you enter in the referral code MINORITY, you will also be able to get $20 worth of crypto if you trade $150. So that's what's going on the crypto side, which is why you don't want to keep all of your money on any exchange. You want to be using crypto the right way. Now, when we come to the stock market, there's other issues on the stock market because we were seeing now some companies not only do layoffs, like Sonder just announced that they're going to be laying off a number of people, but you're also starting to see some bankruptcies, like Revlon, the makeup company, just announced that they're going to be filing for a Chapter 11 bankruptcy. And with all eyes on the Federal Reserve Bank this week, everyone is like kind of holding their breath, because if the Fed now stays aggressive and they start fighting inflation even more aggressively, that means borrowing money becomes more expensive, which means doing business becomes more expensive, and that ultimately hurts the prices and values of stocks. And the thing that I want to remind you now is when bad assets fail, because now as interest rates go up, the Fed is pulling money out of the economy, it's going to cause the prices of bad assets to go down, and it could cause some bad assets to fail. Now, as bad assets fail, it also causes the price of good assets to fail as well, because people get scared, they panic, they run away, they want to cut their losses. But this is where you want to come in as a prudent, smart, financial, long-term investor and use it as an opportunity to buy and find the opportunity. This is where right now you want to be the one that's preparing. And the way that you do that is by one, living below your means, that we have some extra cash, and you want to have this extra cash not just to protect you in case something goes wrong, but also to take advantage of opportunities that might come your way. Because now, if you believe in crypto, guess what? You're probably going to be able to find great crypto opportunities in the future. Because, right now we have just entered bear market territory. We've only fallen 20% off of the highs of the S&P 500. So you're starting to see people panic and get scared and worried, but we really haven't fallen that far. We can go a lot further. And this is where you want to be prepared instead of being the one that's scared and panicking. You got to have that long-term mindset. Avoid the emotions, avoid the fear, avoid the panic, understand what's going on, look for the opportunity, and there is where you can capitalize on it by being aware of what's going on, but also being prepared for it. And the way that you prepare is right now putting aside that extra cash, looking for investment opportunities, and then when you see them, be willing to capitalize on them. Now, is it risky? Yes, because when there's blood in the streets, everyone's running away. So you got to be that contrarian. But this is where the more research you do, the more financial education you have, the better chance you have to see a return on your investment over the long run. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see the 5 biggest lies that we're told about money that keep so many people poor, I made a video covering that, and you can watch the video by clicking this button right over there. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep hustling. If you make $1 million as an investor, guess what? You get to keep more than $700,000, between $700,000 and $800